Hi everyone, we're back at Pathfinder Kingmaker again. We've just had the ceremony with Jamandi back in Restov, and we're now in our little town, village, capital city, capital dung heap at the moment. We've just wandered in and we get met by Keston Gares. Welcome, Your Grace. Keston salutes you. You see he's a bit anxious. It seems he'd rehearsed his speech many times. Let me once again congratulate you on our victory, on your new title. Lady Jamandi transferred me here. I'm at your disposal. I'm not the one to bestow honours, but I want you to know I'm glad to serve you. I'm here to welcome you on behalf of your new capital citizens. Staglord's former stronghold will soon be a thriving city. Word travels fast, and the first settlers have arrived already. The new one's approaching as we speak. While you have visited Restov, much has been done here. Your benefactors, the Eldori, invested a great deal of resources in rebuilding the city. I stand ready to answer your questions and to show you around the most important sites. The only citizens I should know about. An old acquaintance, Jod, is right here. Eversteel's clerics normally don't like cities much, but he's eager to serve you. Also, the emissary from Brevoy is here, waiting for you in the throne room. There's also this curious matter. An elf has paid us a visit, a blind elf. There's that only knows how he managed to get here. He seems a peaceful enough, pleasant fellow, though naturally a little odd. So let him stay a while. It's up to you what you decide to do with him. That's about it, I guess. What's the mood of the people here? I must admit, I've never seen anything like that my whole life. City, a whole barony, born right in front of our eyes. People sense a moment, and today we're feeling proud. As a rule, I'm not too cheerful or chatty. I normally feel out of place among all the rejoicing. But today is just one of those days. Where are my companions? They're all around here somewhere. I can never keep an eye on them. Who went where exactly? Well, I've seen Tristan's with Jod. And you can always find Lindsay, just follow the noise and turmoil. The main question is, where can I get a drink or three? It's time to toast my victory. He hesitates a moment and then laughs. I'll make sure to show you, the moment we enter the city. The tavern was the first business that opened. Building a city is thirsty work, and I beg your forgiveness for my behaviour during your reception. I drank a little too much. 'Tis a day for celebration. Okay. Lead the way. I'm ready. Follow me, Your Grace. Greetings, Your Grace. We are, well, your new subjects. We're selecting a site to build our house. It's wet near the lake and windy up here on the hill. A fine place to throw garbage at your neighbours' heads, though. Ouch. I guess the other guy stamps on him or slaps him or something. It's a good thing get rid of those monsters and bandits, Your Grace. Do you recognise this place, Your Grace? This is where Staglord's fortress wall used to be. Not that it saved him from the end, huh? Our workers did a fine job turning this bandit's den into the heart of the town. The heart of every town is its main square. We plan to hold street festivities and fairs here. Look, we have a first vendor. It's Hasuf, isn't it? If I remember. Greetings, Your Grace. If you turn to the right from the square, you'll end up straight in our tavern. The tavern's ale is blessed by Caden Kalin himself, I swear. The lady who owns it is a gem. I've heard our baroness as tall as a troll, has hair of pure gold, can breathe fire. Not far from it. Oh, that's all nonsense. Well, except for the part about breathing fire. All barons can breathe fire, trust me. Welcome, Your Grace. Glad to serve you. Your Grace, these are our guards. They keep our order city, or keeps the mouth busy with gossip. Mind there is someone. There's Harrim on the left. Here's the observation platform. Hope one day your capital will grow large enough that it won't be able to see to its full extent from this perch. Maybe. Down there's going to be all the tanneries. The building in front of us is your residence. That's where we'll head to now. See a notice board. So we've reached the main chambers. This is the throne room, where you hold court and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to this large map, depicting your barony and its surroundings. Remark all the important scout reports, and other news worthy of your Grace's attention. When we finished his speech, Keston tucked his thumbs up his belt and stands quietly. You rehearsed it well, and you delivered it quite well too. Okay, so we got some starting stats. Greetings, Grace. Casil, Lady Joanna's ward, gives a polite bow. It was a pleasure to meet you at the Restov reception. The powerful of your allies and benefactors, the Eldori sword lords, I'd like to offer you some advice. Sure you do, straight off the bat, eh? You can solve most of your barony's problems by granting appointments to the right people. Responsible people. A certain state business will demand your personal attention, as will visits of especially important guests. Reports of such outstanding events will be marked on your map. You can always check it while considering your plans. That's the same as what was on the previous page of dialogue. It's the same. It's just the same again. According to the ancient traditions of Brevoy and most of the other kingdoms, the rulers address affairs of state and receive visitors at the beginning of the month. My advice to you is to maintain this tradition and regularly visit your capital when needed. First thing you do as a ruler is assign loyal people to all important positions in your barony. Your clerics, Jod and Tristram, are the first to seek an audience. I won't distract you further. I'll leave you to consider. Once again, my congratulations. May your rule be long and prosperous. There's Jod, and Tristram standing next to me. Your Grace, allow me to congratulate you. I can't speak. Sore throat. I'm very dusty today. Or maybe it's the hay fever. Hang on a sec. Allow me to congratulate you on receiving the title of Baroness. I'm confident you're able to bring order to these troubled lands. He stumbled slightly. Now, to be honest, that is exactly what we want to speak to you about. Tristan and I have been talking a great deal about what happened at the Temple of the Elk. It doesn't all make sense to us yet, but one thing is clear. There's a powerful curse at work. It corrupted the very essence of that sacred place, steeping it with putrescence. Ugh, I'm disgusted with whoever did this. Is it whoever or whomever? He exhales loudly, catching his breath. And now there's a new woe. Tristan and I believe the curse did not simply disperse of its own accord. There's a place near the capital rumoured by the locals to be cursed. Tristan and I visited this dreadful place, and we felt the same putrescence as at the Temple of the Elk. Where's this place? Where is it? The bold hilltop not far from here, to the north of the capital. Its crown is entirely barren of life. The locals believe that rituals glorifying the dark gods were held there, like in ancient times. There is no longer any trace of such rituals, but the air around the hilltop is heavy to the point of stifling. This place is like a rotting wound, closed but not healed. And this wound will undoubtedly open again. Trish and I felt something approaching, something ominous. The curse will soon return to plague us once more. I swear by Erestil. I will go there as soon as I am able. I will be happy to accompany you, but I would not expect to see anything new there at present. I agree with Tristram. We've been to this hilltop as barren, but filled with a dense atmosphere of unease. Well, what do you suggest? The curse will go in strength. We'll predict it'll reach the peak of its strength in about a month. That's when we should visit the bold hilltop and resolve the issue. For now, we can only wait and prepare. We beg your pardon, Your Grace, for intervening with you getting the grasp of your barony. I'm sure you've even more pressing matters at hand right now. Well, kind of. Got 10 stats. Okay. This arcane is called, not magic. Okay, missed one. Is Jellytopia. Okay, advisors. Octavio or Valerie. Only tuition can be cancelled yet. General. Either them. Wagon Guard Castle. I'll get treasury yet. The priest, Harim or Jod. Just peacefully or letter of the law. Can't have somebody else for counsellor. Well, let me pause, get my throat sorted out, go to the loot, because I'm going to have a coffee fit in a second. Back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. I've had another antihistamine as well, just in case. Yeah. Okay, moving on. We have Regent. I think I'll do Valerie. We are trying to bring law to this bandit thing as well, so having a chaotic good, although my character is chaotic good, is counsellor. There's only one person for this, Tristan. General, I think we'll Regengar here. Yeah, I think we'll Regengar. Maybe. Don't have a treasury yet. High priest. Excuse me, go for Harim. Okay, that's what I can do at the moment. Okay. I can claim the outskirts for 150. I've got 450. Projects. 6 curse, 45 days. So, how can we do that for 7 days? Was it 7 days? Yeah. Or 60 days. We'll do the 7 days one. Let's get that going. Okay. Can I cancel this one? No, it just goes back again. No rank up. Economy, training, curses, regions. Do I want to claim? Oh no, I want to go out, fill in some land first, and maybe claim. Or should I do this first? Do that. I don't know if it's like let me do a quick save.
We should gather our strength.
Do a quick save. Because I don't want it to be completely mental and take up all my time. If it does take up more time, I'll do another. I'm not going to do it now, if you know what I mean. So. Oh, it is. I don't want to do this. It's the same as leveling them up. I mean, it's not bad. I've got other things to do. And that's just 2 weeks gone. Success, okay. That's an opportunity. Problems have to be addressed straight away. 75%, yeah. Not really bothered about opportunities, but it's only a week. Okay. But problems have to be sorted out straight away. Otherwise, kingdom fails over time. Is that Christian? It is. Greetings, Baroness. I'm sorry to take you away from your affairs, but your people need you. When the stolen lands were freed from the Stag Lord, the people sighed in relief, but many are still confused by the swift change of fortune. Truth be told, they simply don't know what to think of the new Baroness, nor to what to expect of you. Will you be a fair ruler for all, or only for those of wealth and status? Let us assure you people, show them where your favour truly rests. Perhaps a small celebration would win them over. Of course, you could spend the same amount on a luxurious dinner for the wealthiest of the barony, but I would recommend organising a fair for the common people, the ones upon whose shoulders your... Oh, there's a spider crawling on the wall. Your power truly resides. Community and culture. Common relations. Do the first one. Hold a fair for the common people. I want them to know that I hold them closest to my heart. He smiles warmly. We will hold a common celebration. Everyone will be welcome, including the poor and downtrodden. It's the greatest gift a ruler can give to her people. It's Harry. Looks embarrassed. He runs his fingers through his beard and clears his throat a few times. Then speaks at last. I heard. Not as important, but, well. He clears his throat again. I heard an ancient trade road built by the dwarves of the 5 Kings Mountains runs through these lands. I don't know what happened to them or where they went. Unforgiven time spares no one. But the road itself is still here, possibly not only the road. Holds his beard in his fist. Well, I have a request. If you find any dwarven ruins in the area, I'd like to see them with my own eyes. Why do you ask this? He fiddles with his beard again. Shouldn't, probably, but it's like a wound that's never healed. You know it'll only hurt more, but you seem to scratch it. Of course it's foolish and vain. But still, I wish to look at them. Of course. If I find any dwarven ruins, I'll take you to them. Thank you. Thank you. Right, time to go out exploring. Might have to go to the, who's this? Who's Jod? Is it? Yeah. Your Grace, I was at Olga's trading post recently. I noticed that old Bocky just standing there, bored to death with nothing to do. This is most unfortunate. After all, the old grumbler is a very knowledgeable alchemist. However, he has no use for skill, since the locals need nothing more than the simplest of healing potions. Then it struck me. Why do you hire him as your court alchemist? His decoctions and tinctures would certainly prove most useful to you. Also, it might be cheaper than simply buying it from him or from some other merchant. That is true. Okay. I can get all this crap out now. Oh, my, oh, there's the chambers. Okay. I gotta talk to this storyteller. It's gonna take forever. Has my voice up to it? The man standing before you resembles an elf, but a very old one. His face is wrinkled, and his beard is as white as mountain snow. The man seems completely blind. He stares past you with unseeing eyes. He seems to be consumed in his thoughts. He mutters a soft melody swaying back and forth slightly to its rhythm. The man shudders briefly and stops singing. His mouth opens and closes a few times, bringing to mind a fish brought to shore. Ah, who's there? Is that you, Your Grace? Who are you? I'm an elf from Kionin. My name is not important. I'm the Storyteller, collector of stories. I collect unknown legends of ancient times. The man smiles. It doesn't seem to be directed toward you. Long ago I was a smith in Kionin. The fire of the forge has burnt out my eyes, but I'm grateful for it. If I could see, I would yet forge suits of armour for Yador's guards. Instead, I've stepped on the path of an adventurer and gatherer of ancient legends. The old man ponders silently for a moment. Many peoples are long dead. Their homes crumble to dust, and their bodies turn to ash. Only legends can still tell us of their triumphs and defeats, their joys and fears. Making sure the microphone's still on? It is. I'd be so interested to hear the stories told about us after our demise. I've always been driven to the Stolen Lands, where countless expeditions, armies, and even kingdoms have met their untimely ends. When I learned of a new barony being founded in the heart of these lands, I knew I wanted to be part of this story, so I made my journey here. Are you really an elf? Do other elves age like you have? Common question. Despite my unusual looks, I am an elf, and an old one, yes, perhaps older than any other elf on Kionin. However, I doubt my age alone is responsible for my appearance. I keep the stories of many people and races, some forever gone from the face of Golarion, but they live on in my memory and in my heart. When I accept a new story, I lock it within myself, bearing the weight of its words and emotions they evoke. I sometimes think I probably should have died a long time ago, but some incomprehensible force has kept me alive and granted me the ability to continue my quest to gather stories. Be it divine power or foul curse, I'm grateful either way. How could you tell it was me? The old man smiles slightly. It's not so hard to recognize a ruler by the way she walks. No one in here steps as confident as you, Your Grace. All right, would you care to trade stories with me? The man's voice rustles like autumn leaves. I'm a collector, not a trader. If I share a story with you, you receive the powers to pass it further, changing it or embellishing it, whether willingly or not. Can I be certain you will keep my stories intact in their absolute purity? The storyteller ponders for several moments. No, I do not think so. At least not yet. These legends are the most precious valuables of this world, the last remnants of ancient tribes. They are beacons illuminating the way to the past, allowing us to meet generations long gone. I cannot let their light fade. The path to the past must not be lost. He thinks for a moment, then continues. But I can offer you a deal, Your Grace. If on your journeys you discover items that come from eras past, bring them to me. If my eyes can see the stories that these relics hold, I will gladly share them with you. And if you find all the pieces of any ancient artifacts, I can even recall my smithing skills to unite them and restore their power. I've bought some relics. Are any worthy of a story? His eyebrows rise. I'm very interested, may I, Your Grace? He gently touches the items from your pack. Okay, 3.5 grand for the coins. Coin from a non-existent country. When Coral the Conqueror mastered Rossland, was 200 years ago, having claimed it for breviary, he prohibited the issuance and use of such coins. Both ordinary folk and Eldori sword lords were required to use new coins, decorated with Coral's profile. But no one was quick to be rid of those prohibited coins. Oh no. In many houses, they still store boxes and whole chests of such coins, waiting for the day when Rossland declares its independence. Talk to the Dryad. The storyteller's fingers caress the symbol shaped like a tree leaf. What is this? You hear the voices of trees, a smell of fresh scent of leaves. A Dryad mark is not. I'd be happy to purchase it from you. Cyclops coins. Early toys, the ancient plain looking coin. What was the name of Caloran ruler who issued this coin? Does anyone remember him now? What did the Cyclops use it to purchase? Food? Books? Weapons? Perhaps someone's life or their freedom, you can say. Its history was erased by the Earthfall. But I would buy it from you for significantly more than it was worth in its own time. Yes, like an asteroid crashed into them or something. And this is the dog tax. The storyteller weighs up the soldier's tag in his palm. A soldier does not ask where the banners of war are headed. He or she goes to battle, dies, and leaves it to others to decide whether the cause was just. This tag belonged to one of many warriors who helped establish the glory of the Taldan Empire. If you would permit me, I would gladly purchase it from you. Now the belongings of brave heroes performed their feats here before you. I sensed you would be interested to hear their story, but there are too few of them here for me to recount it yet. Please find all 5 of them. I'm sure you won't regret the time you spend in the search. 5 what? I found the shards of an ancient artifact. Can you restore it for me at the anvil? May I? A scorched piece of metal is a curious artifact known as a necklace of double crosses. Inside it, I sense the story of many deeds, not heroic, but low and maleficent. Find all 7 of its fragments, able to restore the artifact and recount its inglorious story. Okay. I need a wise advisor at my court, who to serve me in matters of state. Thank you for your words. I'm unlikely to be able to interpret the intricacies of the political world, or the affairs of the treasury, but my advice regarding the magic of the arts would be useful to any ruler. Okay. Can I appoint him as an advisor then? My voice almost gave out then. I've got 2 of those. I'll need 1. I'm going to do a quick read through that. I'm not sure if I've read these or not though. That can't be sold. That can. That can. That can. That can. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1 more of those. Got to find. I've got 5 of these. I don't know how many bits there are of those. The necklace. No, I'm not going to do that. Because I'll be another 2 weeks gone. Advisors. Storyteller. Okay. You can, but it hasn't opened up that yet. Oh, I've got to level people up and equip them, haven't I? I'll pause and do that. Back in a sec. Okay, so I've leveled people up. Jarthal went straight up the Inquisitor route. She's got athletics, ability, perception, some knowledge, some law, one in persuasion, I think came with that. On initiative, this is similar to Millie. It has wisdom modifier on initiative checks, in addition to a dex. So it gets +2 from dexterity and +3 wisdom. Though she began quite early on. Solo tactics, again, it's just like a Miri. So any tactics that she has, everybody else is treated as if they have it. Now she's got weapon focus, scythe, and power attack there. They got precise strike, just like in Miri as well. So very similar to a Miri at the moment, but it will diverge. She does have the pet. Lindsay, straight up bard. Took greater spell focus enchantment, because she had that one, and Inspire Courage. Because they're +1 on attack and weapon damage rolls. It's an extra, what is it? 5th level, increases by, okay, so it's +2 to attack and damage rolls. So that's really cool, actually. I'll do the spells in a minute. And if I can go, took improved unarmed strike, because just like my character, what was it? No, Valerie. He went for crane style. Not so much at the moment, but classic later on gets like heavy armor, and it gets automatic natural armor. Somewhere arcane heavy armor. Yeah. It's at level 13. He gets arcane accuracy. So he gets his attack charisma bonus on all attack rolls until the end of his turn. I don't know how many points he has in his arcane pool, but that would just be a thing. Whenever cast a spell with a range of touch, he can deliver the spell through any weapon he's wielding as part of a melee attack. Instead of the 3 melee touch attack normally allowed to deliver the spell, make 1 free melee attack with his weapon at his highest base attack bonus as part of casting the spell. If successful, attacks the weapon, the melee attack deals its normal damage as well as the effects of the spell. Okay. The attack uses the weapon's critical range, but the spell only deals 2 times damage on a successful crit, while the weapon uses its own critical modifier. He gets dragon resistances, and for him it's electricity because it's blue dragon, and he gets mage armor. And he got another spell automatically. That's right, resist energy. So that's him. Spells. Got Shield of Faith. And Inflict and Cure moderate wounds. Which is undead. That will healer. That will harmer. And Castigate. Only lasts 1 round per level. And a partial will save. If they fail the will save, they're cowering in fear for a round. Or if it succeeds, it'll be shaken. Which again is negative on their attacks and stuff. For Lindsay, nothing new there. It's just level 2's heroism, cure moderate wounds, and hold person. And for they can go up with mage armor, I'm sure you already had. Did I get shield? No, I got enlarged person. I think he had those 2 in shield at the start. Mage armor, enlarged person. Mage armor came with him because that's who he is, as his class. And level 2 got resist energy. So I got mirror image, effortless armor, rigid touch. 4d6 of cold damage and cause them to be staggered. Now, just with that, as what I said, on his spell strike, that's 46 damage plus his weapon damage. That could be huge, but he's got to hit, of course. And also he's got this arcane weapon. He can make his weapon. It's +1. Does it class it as a magical weapon or something? It'll last 1 minute. At 5th level, you can use his bonuses to add flaming burst, frost, icy burst, keen, shock, shocking burst, or speed. And also that takes his points away. So he gets extra 2 uses of it or something like that. I don't know. Don't know how many he starts off with. Half his magus level, minimum 1, so that'd be 2. Plus charisma 3. So he has 5 to start off with. He's getting another 2. That'd be 7. 8, 9, up to 10 uses. Okay, so that's how it works with him. It's like a resource. So, now that's all done. Let's get out. I don't have anything to sell, do I? Well, a punching dagger. Let me just read these. My voice isn't up to reading all this out, so I'll go through it slowly so you can pause it if you want to. My voice isn't up to reading all this out. I don't think it's like Wrath of the Righteous, where some books give you bonuses or not. I think I've read this one out before. Maybe not. Okay. I can sell that. What can I sell? I can sell that. I can sell that. Sell that. Is anybody going to be using unarmed attacks and natural weapons? I don't think so. That's an extra 1,000. I can sell that for as well. Let's go to the town. I don't really want to, like I said, the previous episode, the one before, I've read that selling your junk to traders in the town really slows down the loading.
Hello, my savior.
Oh, okay.
You asked if we'd meet again, and here I am.
The savoury aroma of herbs and flowers is the first thing that lets you know that your long-time acquaintance is here. The nymph looks at you in a strange way, like she's never looked at you before.
I see your fate has changed since last we met. Now you are the ruler who will determine the destiny of these lands. I am their living heart, the whisper of the wind, the strength of rivers, the luxuriant growth of the meadows. Do you wish to touch this power? I will show you a place where we can finally meet in flesh, you and I. Deep in the woods, there is an old mossy ruins long abandoned, nearly swallowed by the thicket. There is an old tree growing among the stones in the yard, which I remember as a seed. A shadow under its green crown I call my verdant chambers. Visit me there, my lady, and come alone. A nymph's reward awaits you.
Wait, I wish to ask you something.
Forgive me, nymphs are not made for cities. The noise and vanity of human settlements vex me. I will answer all your questions, but there, in the silence of my asylum.
I was happy to help. I'll see you soon in the verdant chambers.
So long. I will await you there, as the ground waits for spring under the heavy winter's snow.
Okay. Strange. Okay, Hasif, what do you have? See a dark-skinned wyvern man with a weather-beaten face and a happy smile on his face. He is dressed luxuriously, his dark hair, neat moustache, are exquisitely coiffured. The man bows to you, spread his arms a little. Hasif from Absalom is happy to welcome you, Your Grace. Come, take a look at the best wares we travelling merchants have to offer. Please, come, take a look. Oof. That's not bad. Don't think I can justify it at the moment, though. I've got 20,000. Let me sell that. And also that, because I've read them. There's also these notes I could sell for 2 each. Let's have a look. Plus one and all saving throws. But it's a luck one. 18,000. Oof. Energy blast by D6 and physical blast by an extra D6. Composites. So it's an extra D6 or 2D6. Okay. I'm not bankrupt to myself just for that yet. Big bagger holding 25,000. Can't afford it. Crowbar. Yes. Get another rope. No 10-foot poles though. I have to go up to what's this? Cord of Stubborn Fury. Oh, that's right, maybe. It's also fun, maybe. Or Akandayo. I think that's enough for now. I'll save the money I've got because I will need it. Oh yes, I will need it. I've got some healing scrolls. I should have. Yeah, there you are. Right.
I know the way.
I could sneeze. Oh, sorry about that. Young dwarf. red-haired, neat and surprisingly clean-shaven, stands leaning against a sledgehammer. He's busy reading some book, but as you approach, he looks up and bows slightly. Greetings, Your Grace. I'm Verdell, a blacksmith. What can I do to help you? I see you're good. Oof. Mithril full plate. It's only 10 though. That's only 10. So what's the difference? Well, the mithril full plate is just better all over. But I think adamantine gives you damage resistance 2 to everything. I think. Not sure. Masterwork, some cold irons. Okay, nothing. Go away, don't like you. There's another one. Another trader. Or Arseno. A woman in rich gold embroidered clothes greets you with a polite bow. Her eyes, the colour of molten gold, shine brightly in a dusky face. Greetings, noble ruler of these lands. My name is Arseno. I'm a messenger from the Temple of Abadar and Absalom. Come here assuming the citizens of your young barony could use the service of a priest. Do you have composite longbow? Your critical wounds, death ward. 1 minute per level. It's level 7. Is that the same price as? I'm trying to think if that's the same price as Jod or not. Okay. Enough arson around, time to go. Should I go and talk to... I am here. Let's go and talk to Casey. Tense silence hangs over the house. Casey, a tiefling friend, emerges from the shadows, but her eyes are staring into the distance. She seems to look right past you. No, not now. The turmoil is suddenly over. You see fear in Casey's eyes. Her blue eyes. It's you. I wanted to say... What just happened? That's surely not some regular travel between planes. The girl closes her eyes and clenches her fists, obviously in the grip of some strong emotion, but one you cannot read. I knew it couldn't last forever. Why did he even make this rule, if he knew it would be impossible to keep? She takes a deep breath, opens her eyes and speaks with firm resolve. Come what may, you should know. The person you know by the name of Casey does not exist. My real name is Kaliki, and it's a long story. Some stories are better told beside a welcoming fire. Would you hear me out? Okay, let's go. Oh, I thought it was going to be voiced. The girl rests her head on her arm and stares off in the distance, lost in memory. Stories by the fire, and the desert where I was born, my fondest memory. When the day is done, hosts and guests, parents and children, friends and rivals, all gather by the fire under the stars to tell their tales. All they did, all they witnessed, all they heard from other travellers, and the whispers carried by the desert wind. My sister and I often snuck in to hear these stories, hiding in the shadows just beyond the circle of light and warmth. We are houseborn, you see. Tieflings are unwelcome guests in Cadilla, blessed by the merciful light of Sarenrae. We grew up sleeping in a common tent, scavenging food here and there, like orphans, all but outcast and disowned. We were 13 when we left and set off to find happiness in the cities. And everyone we left behind sighed with relief. My sister and I, we are twins, as different as the sun and moon. Her name is Caneda, which means silent flame. She is fire, a cold fire, a one that turns everything to ash. I am a river. It brings me joy to give water to tired travellers and nurture green shoots. But when I flood, I'm bound to bring death. The guy's eyes are full of sorrow. Despite our differences, we are one. Our lives belong to divine Nethys, and by his mercy we now live, in turns. While one of us is here, the other sleeps in another plane, and when she wakes up, we switch places, just as you witnessed. Nethys is knowledge of magic. Yeah. Oh, that's God of magic, torn between destroying the world with one hand and saving it with the other, just like these two twins. It's almost like they planned it. So this is why you didn't remember me when talking to Jemandi Eldori. How could I remember you? I never met you at the time. That was Canada. She was the one who talked to you at the reception and helped you fight off the assassins. We usually write each other notes, recounting in detail all that happened, describing any friends that Casey made. But that time we switched right in the middle of the mansion engulfed in fire and filled with assassins. Canara didn't have time to write any notes. And how is it you begin to live in turns? She loves ahead. This story. It's one I've never told to anyone before, no one in the whole world. It's not as easy to confide in a stranger. There's too much grief and guilt in it. If you don't mind, I'd rather not go into all the details. You see, my sister died, and I couldn't get over it. Canara was killed by a soul eater, a monster summoned by his secret followers of Abaddon's archdemons. Those who summoned him died in the fight, but the beast was too strong for my sister. I wasn't even there to protect her. She catches her breath. We just had a fight, and we both did some stupid things just before. I don't want to talk about that now. When I found out what happened to my sister, I was ready to make a deal with any power, if only I could just get it back, and I found such a power. I was contacted by the Arcanophane, the herald of the god Nethys himself. She promised she would return Canary to life on two conditions. First, we must both keep the arrangement a secret. Second, we'll never be able to meet again. So our new life began. Now we flee through the world, God in our secret, always introducing ourselves as Casey to hide that there were two of us. And we switch places with each other at random. While one lives, the other sleeps in a demiplane, once created specifically for us. And you can't control these switches. No, we can't. They happen at random. Most often while we're sleeping, but sometimes in broad daylight. That's why we can never stay in one place for long. When someone witnesses a switch, we usually tell them tales of a special magical way of travelling. But people start noticing strange things and begin to figure things out. Truth be told, I'm so tired of having to pretend. We knew this couldn't last forever. Now the truth is out. What's the point in all this? You revealed your secret to me. It means you broke one of the rules set by the deity's herald. Yes. Will you make me regret this? I thought you might be someone who could help my sister and me change our fates. What do you want from me? You must have come here for a reason. That's what I want to talk to you about. Canary was supposed to tell you of an ancient treasure that we've been looking for. Gold isn't the only thing of value in this place. It may contain an ancient relic taken by Taldan Rages from a respected Kadiran temple of Nethys. It's an unusual relic, called the Disc of the Eclipse. I once heard a beautiful story that it was created from the shadow that hides the sun and the moon. I don't think that could be the truth. Nethys is the god of magic. There was once a mortal wizard, and relics in this temple are usually very powerful. There are many among his followers who think that solving the mysteries of magic, even rivaling their deity, is the best way to serve him. One such follower created a disc long ago in the distant past. According to legend, it gave its owners control over planar travel, but only pairs of wizards bound by unbreakable ties could use it. While one of them travelled the planes, the other was his anchor in our world, and they could switch between. Do you see now why we so desperately wish to find the disc? It might help us understand how the switch between me and Canara works, and it should make our divine patron happy. Nethys and insistent value the desire to understand the mysteries of magic above all else. How did this disc come to be in the Stolen Lands? It was brought here by Taldans from the 5th Army of Exploration. Taldor and Kadira were enemies for ages. Thousands of years ago, a soldier broke into the Temple of Nethys and stole the relic. to sell it or secretly hold it as an heirloom. Hundreds of years later, his own kin, or the kin of its 100th buyer, brought the disc to these strange lands, but the Teldans had come, uninvited as usual, and which they finally vanished from with little trace. Sometimes, history is an intricate lace, you never guess where it begins and where it ends. Tell me about the location of the treasury. It's called Sorrowflow. In the chronicle we read, it was once a Teldan town, founded by the veterans of the 5th Army of Exploration. It stood on the shores of a turbulent river. That was what destroyed it. One night, a terrible flood devastated the settlement, killing many and driving the rest to flee. Only the tower on the cliff remained, which was too high for the flood to reach. Water covered the ruins for a long time, but last year it receded. My friends found a chronicle which recounted the destruction of the city and spoke of the Disc of the Eclipse, which was kept there. They managed to track down the ruins, but were frightened away by the monsters and beasts that roamed the area. If this can help, then I agree. Kalika's sad eyes get a little warmer. Thank you. I'll wait for you there at Sorrowflow. Please, let's explore the ruins together, just the two of us. I don't want to give myself away again in front of your companions. Breaking the Archaeothane's conditions once was enough. I have no wish to anger our god. So long. Okay. So that's that. That's taken up a long time. Yeah, 54 minutes, 56 minutes. So, we'll end this episode. Next episode, we should go exploring. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.